All right, I'm back. I wanted to try the Magician again. I figured out the strategy that I was supposed to use. I didn't quite remember the details, but now we're going to try it and see if I can get this right this time. We did manage a win with a Magician, but I think with quite a lot of luck there and not a lot of skill. So let's try this again. So the strategy we're going to use here is we're going to go with Absorb Essence again, but we're also going to pick up Elemental Spirit. And the problem with Elemental Spirit is it is a type 4 spell that takes purple magic. We only have one type 4 chit, therefore we can't both energize and cast Elemental Spirit with our default chits here. What we can do though, and the strategy which I'm going to try to use, is locate a good treasure location, a tile with a bunch of different chits on it that can also be enchanted to provide purple magic to the entire hex. So that's going to be a mountain or a cave clearing. And we will enchant it and then we'll enchant it on day 7 with our type 5 chit here and the black and white magic that's present on the entire board. And then after it's enchanted, we can use that purple magic and Elemental Spirit with our type 4 chit to turn our type 6 chit into a type 5. Then we can cast Absorb Essence, locking our transformed type 6 chit into the Absorb Essence spell, and that leaves our type 5 chit here available to turn into black magic. So, I think we leave everything as is. I don't think we need to transform anything into color magic here, because we're going to be using color magic either provided by the board or once we've enchanted the hex provided by the hex, at least until we get our Absorb Essence spell cast. We have a third spell option to choose here, and I had one which I was going to try, and that's Whistle for Monsters. So the idea of Whistle for Monsters is if you find a good hex that we can transform it for purple magic, but it doesn't have good sound chits. Maybe we're looking to absorb a tremendous dragon or something. We can move sound chits from other hexes to the hex which has been enchanted with purple magic to get a better candidate for absorbing. So I'm going to give this a try, these 3 spells, and we'll see how it goes. So next we have to set up our victory points. I think maybe we want to go heavier on the fame and notoriety and less on the gold. So maybe 2 fame, 2 notoriety, 1 gold. Seeing as we're likely going to be hanging out in a dangerous place for long periods of time, absorbing tremendous monsters, I think killing monsters might be what we do most of. So 2 fame, 2 notoriety, and 1 gold is what we're going to set up. Let's go ahead and we're not going to place visitor mission chits here. Let's see where we start. Okay, we're kind of in not a great starting location. We're off in the corner here. We're going to go past the ghosts here. I could potentially fight them with our dagger, but I think it would be dangerous regardless. Go past the border. See, Borderlands is interesting because it provides 3 different colors. There is purple magic, but only in the caves, which is not ideal. But if we go past Borderlands here and get up in the mountains, and that might be where we end up wanting to go. These are the best clearings here, 4 and 2, because you can move in and out of them without having to take two moves. Let's see, where else could we go? We can actually get to Crag this way. Crag's entirely up in the mountains, so you're going to be using 2 moves every time you want to move from one clearing to the next, which makes running away more difficult. Or go this way to Cliff, and that might actually be reasonable. There's 3 hexes here, which have purple magic. So 3 clearings, rather. And then we could also go to ledges. Kind of like this trio of hexes. So to get there, we got to go past the chapel. We got to take a right turn back into Alpha Valley. And over here to Cliff. And then if we don't have any sound chits here in Cliff that we would like, you know, that will draw monsters we want to absorb, then we can poke our head in deep woods or even ledges and potentially use our spell to whistle for monsters, bring those sound chits over to us. So I think that's the plan. We have till day 7 to find which of these hexes we want to flip. It's going to be Cliff or ledges, most likely. So I think we want to probably be a little careful. Well, we can run from the ghosts, so I guess we can just move through here. Hide, move, move, move. If we get blocked, we can always run, and then we'll just have to try again. The other thing would be to hide, hide, move, move, and then next day we can move through. And maybe that's reasonable. Let's do the original plan here. We'll do a single hide. Most if you can't move through the ghosts here. Well, it will waste us a turn, if more than a turn, because we'll have to run back this way. Hide and try to go through again. All right. We're going to do the more conservative play here. Hide, hide, move, move. Make sure we're hidden. We'll be with the ghosts. Again, we could take one out from hiding, I believe. The ghosts, let me actually change my options just here quickly. I'm going to change the game chits to the remodel chits. All right, so yeah, these have medium vulnerability. Our dagger, and they're unarmored. Our dagger is a negligible damage, but with a sharpness star. So just light damage or medium damage if we swing it, overswing it. So yeah, with our dagger, and we have a fight L3. You take out one ghost from hiding, and then second ghost should be... No, our vulnerability is light, so actually is not safe. So even on their flip side, they're dangerous to us with their L2 attack. So we will not try and fight these. We're not guaranteed to take the first one out from hiding either, because they could flip and dodge us. All right, so hide, hide, move, move is day 1. And we succeed on the first hide, so we could have moved through there, but safely in the clearing with spooky ghosts. Yeah, and just to show you here, like their L2 side is dangerous for us. If we were medium or better vulnerability, we might consider it. But as it is, I think we're just going to leave them be. All right, so the next day, we don't really have anything to do with the order right now. I think we move to here and hide. So we don't get unhidden and ambushed by wolves or something. We do hide. Monster roll of 6. Nothing shows up. Ruins W, I think, might be wolves. Let's take a look. Yeah, it is wolves. Yeah, so wolves are very nasty. Can't run from them. and they come in a pack of 6. So definitely one of the more dangerous random encounters you can find in the woods. All right, day 3. We do have to get over pretty quickly, so we have time to enchant these hexes. So move, move, move. I guess we don't want to move into Oakwoods. Let's actually do a search here and move here. Maybe we'll find clues. We can see just peek at what's on this hex. Okay, so day 3. Actually don't remember which of these is better. Let's do appear. Okay, so we do see Stink W, which is the small campfire, I believe, or the large campfire. Yeah, Stink W should be the large campfire, which is interesting. And that would be, I think, in the clearing 5 here. Actually, can't remember if it's clearing 4 or clearing 5. Should be the same as these, right? Yeah, clearing 5. Okay, day 4, we're going to move into Cliff and hide, and we'll just take a peek here, and we'll decide if we want to try and make it to Ledges. That'd be the next destination if Cliff seems pretty lame. Right, moving straight through Oak Woods and into Cliff with a hide, which we do succeed. Roll of 6 is bats, so it's a good thing. And indeed, we did draw a bat here. So, yeah, not loving this hex right off the bat. Fortunately, we did hide. That could have been the end of the game right there. So, maybe playing a little bit risky here. We could have easily failed that hide and died. There is Horde here, which is that's one of the better things to actually absorb, I believe. Yeah, it's the tremendous flying dragon. But the fact that there's a bat here already and more bats on the way makes this clearing not great. An option might be to also we have to find this secret passage to even get up there, or we're just waiting for the dragon to show up. Well, let's continue exploring. We have another couple days here before we have to commit. I don't want to get too far off. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, hide. It's day 5. Then probably here day 6, day 7. So like on day 7, we do need to... On day 7, we need to be enchanting a hex here. I do really like this tremendous flying dragon. We can be pretty safe around the bats just by doing multiple hides every day. So maybe we'll hang out. Basically just don't want to start our turns underneath a bat. So if we can move out, first move is free, then we can do 2 or 3 hides here. Let's actually do 3 hides. We'll just kind of hang out here, hope the dragon appears, and start searching for this secret passage and preparing to enchant this hex. Yeah, I think 3 hides. We're just going to be super safe here, knowing that if we fail our hides and bats are active, game's over. No reason to be too hasty here. All right, so we're going to send that day 5. Yeah, we'll send that anyway. So monster die roll of 2. We're looking for a 1. And we do succeed. So nothing's going to show up. I believe Ruins M is only bats. Let's double check. Not spiders or anything. Yeah, Ruins M is bats. Let's see if there's any other ruins here. There's Ruin C is goblins. Nope, just bats. So monster die rolls of 1 are good. Monster die rolls of 6 are bad. Day 6, we have one more day before we need to enchant this hex. See what that does. Doesn't really change any of the paths. It just provides the purple magic we need. All right, so day 6, we're going to do a search and try and find this passage, and maybe just again 3 hides. Yeah, just being super cautious here. Okay, search. We're searching for a secret passage, so we want to use the locate table here. We fail, and then we do succeed at hiding the first time. Good thing we hid. Monster die roll is 6, so we're going to get some bats here. So 3 bats show up. So we're hidden, and the turn there. And tomorrow's going to be a little bit tricky. So we do need to move out. So there's white and black magic all over the board. We need to do 2 spell phases to enchant this, and then we also need to hide. Yeah, so this is probably the most dangerous turn so far. If 6 is active again, we're dead if we don't hide on 1 roll. The other option would be to move out into Oak Woods unhidden. But then we're also missing the opportunity to perhaps draw the dragon here. So I think we're going to just risk it. Basically, we die if we fail a 2 and 3, and also we get the bad monster die roll, which is 1 and 6. So I think our probabilities are pretty good here. Let's go ahead and send that. Don't need to alert anything today. All right, so move out from underneath the giant bat's noses. Monster die roll of 1, so I'm glad we stayed in the cliff, because that's going to draw the tremendous flying dragon to the horde. And then we just need 1 more die roll of a 1 to bring that tremendous dragon to us to absorb. And by that point, we should be ready to go. All right, 1 phase here to prepare our spells. And then the next one, we're going to enchant the tile using our type 5 and the black magic, which is available all over the board. Boom. Now that we have purple magic, ready to go. Let's see if that hide actually worked. It did. So that's good. And nothing appears in our clearing. But you can see here the tremendous flying dragon has landed on their horde. Okay. So now we need to get ready to cast Absorb Essence. So that means we need to enchant this type 5 shit into black magic. So the play is we want to be hidden. We want to use our type 4 to cast. Where is it? So we're going to use our type 4 to cast Elemental Spirit using the purple magic and Cliff to turn our type 6 to a type 5. Then we can use that type 5 chit in addition to our black magic, which is provided by the type 5 chit, to cast Absorb Essence. Okay. So that's 2 spells and 2 hides and an alert. We're hoping for die roll of 1 here. Might just have to wait for it. Otherwise, if the bats come here, we can move back here and continue to search for that passage. I think this is correct. We'll send that. So spell prep, then spell to enchant our type 5 into black magic. 2 hides. And the alert would be for the type 6, actually, which we can turn to a type 5. Doesn't actually matter this turn because with a monster die roll of 5, we're not going to get anything onto our clearing here. Got a die roll of snake eyes here. Very, very well hidden. So unfortunately, nothing happens that day. And I think we're just waiting. We're ready to go. We just need a die roll of 1 or 6 to change the situation here. Otherwise, we're just waiting, and hopefully it doesn't take too many turns. So 4 searches, or 4 hides rather, and an alert is what we're looking for here. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Not really, so we could do a search actually for this path. Not a terrible idea. 3 hides should be good enough. So 3 hides, a search, and an alert. And we have a monster roll of 6, so those bats are coming. Hopefully those 3 hides are enough. Succeed on the first roll. We've been very lucky with our hide rolls here. We do get a search here. We're going to search for this path. That means pure table. And we get choice. So we get to do clues and paths. That was another snake eyes. So now we know this path here. Secret path, we can go through there, which is nice. The bats are coming. Monster die roll is 6. We're not going to absorb in a bat, so we're just going to go ahead. Although we could absorb a bat, and then it'd be an interesting thing, because we could actually kill all the other bats. No, we can't kill the bats, because we would just bounce off each other with our medium attacks and our heavy vulnerability. But then we'd be a flying creature. I still think it's not a very good thing to absorb. Just alert our type 6 here. We're taking advantage of this optional advantage that the magician has. Your prepared magic chits become unprepared without fatiguing. So can alert things without fatiguing them. So we should have a bunch of bats now. We have 6 bats. All 6 bats have appeared in our clearing, but we're hidden. All right, day 10. We're going to move here. Would like to search. I don't know if I want to do that and only have 2 hides. 2 hides is pretty safe. 2 hides, a search and alert. All right, we'll do it. Die roll of 3, so they're not going to move. So move out from underneath the bats there. We're going to hide a couple times. We did fail the first time. Succeeded the second time. We're searching for that secret passage, and we found it. Nice. So now we can alert the type 6. Nothing appears. Another die roll of 3. But now we can move to the dragon. So that's going to have to be hide, hide, move, move. Again, a little bit. I mean, 2 hides is usually considered pretty safe, but if the bats do appear here and we're unhidden, we're in trouble. That's day 11. Hide, hide, move, move, alert. With the idea that we'll alert absorb essence, and then we can absorb this tremendous flying dragon. For hidden, maybe it's okay if the bats show up, because then we can take them out as the dragon. We are hidden. Monster of 4, so nothing's going to show up. Move up into the mountains here in cliff. And we're going to go ahead and alert our type 6 chit, which is going to become our absorb essence. So we want that fast enough so we can cast it on the dragon. All right, so let's see if this works. From hiding here, we're going to cast a spell. Start by casting Elemental Spirit. We're going to cast it with our type 4 chit here and the purple magic that's available all over this hex. Our spell target is our type 6 spell, our alerted type 6 spell. Turning that chit into a type 5. Okay, so nothing round 1 besides just transforming our chit, and then on to round 2. And again, we want to cast a spell. And this time we're casting Absorb Essence. We're casting it with our alerted type 5 chit. This was a type 6 chit, which we transformed into a type 5. And then our actual type 5 chit here, which we have turned into black magic. And we target the dragon. We stay hidden. Doesn't matter though, because there's nothing here of danger. We've become the tremendous flying dragon. All right. So that's the end of combat. We're at the horde, so we can start to search that for treasure. We kind of hope the bats come to us, because when they do, we can transform into a dragon. But in order to make that happen, we need to rest and re-enchant our type 5 back into black magic. So that's the first priority, a rest, 2 spells. And then I think we just search. There's no reason to hide anymore, because the only thing of danger, there's nothing of danger here as long as we can turn into the dragon. Dragon itself will not come back because we've absorbed it. I don't think we'll alert anything. Just going to send that. Monster die roll 1, which would have been a dragon, but... Okay, so we rest up our type 5. Oh, no. Okay, well, that's interesting. That's letting me make change here. I guess that's allowed. I should have done 2 rests, but that's fine. As long as it's letting me do it, I guess that's actually the rule. Spell prep and enchant type 5 into black magic again. And then a search here, trying to find the horde. Locate nothing. Someone's dry roll 1, nothing shows up. So now we have that. Actually have 2. Let's rest a couple times, just get those back. Not terribly important, but think about whistling for stuff, but there's no sound chits out right now. But yeah, I think I'll rest a couple times and search a couple times. Game's half over already. Okay, rest back those fatigued chits, and then 2 searches. Again, trying to find the horde. And no luck. Monster roll 3, so nothing shows up. And we're on to day 14. Here, 6 would actually be bad, because it would... I mean, we would get 1 bat, but we want to get this stack of bats would be ideal. So we're hoping for not a 6, actually. We're just doing 4 searches here. We can do that for a while. 3, so bats stay where they are in a big stack, big juicy stack. And let's search the horde here. We found it, first search, so now we get to loot it. 9 treasures. We found the enchanted meadow. I think we leave that alone. Well, let's take a look at the chart. Which is right here. So the enchanted meadow. Let's search for it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we need snake eyes to get the pony. We need a 1 and a 2 to get the sword. A 1 and a 3 gives us a wish, which is interesting, but not terribly useful. And then on a 5, we get a curse. That's sort of the bad news there. You know, the worst part about... No, you get to look at the curse table, huh? I think there's something which fatigues your chits. Cannot have any active effort asterisks. All active chits with asterisks become fatigued, including color chits. So that would be, I mean, Wither would be absolutely disastrous. Prevent us from turning into the dragon. We're going to leave the enchanted metal alone. I think the pony would be great, but need a snake eyes to get it anyway. This sword is too heavy for us to carry regardless. All right, so let's keep looting the horde. Found a crystal ball and Will Scepter. Just take a quick look at what we found here. Crystal ball, I guess we can carry medium stuff. It's going to prevent us from using our L3 move. We'll have to use our M4 move. I think that's fine. Pure spell in any hex, which is interesting. Yeah, is pretty interesting. And the Royal Scepter gives us extra hire. It also gives us 20 fame if we sell it to the guard. Guard are actually not far away at all. They're right here. So I think we'll definitely do that. And I'm playing with extended grudges and gratitude, so we'll also make them friendly with us. Let's see if they're... we're neutral with them right now, so they would become friendly with us, so we could potentially hire them. Or maybe we'll just take the 20 fame and go. And these things are worth 28 gold together, which is nice. And yeah, it gives us the warning here that the light moves are unavailable because we're carrying a medium weight item. Nothing shows up. Definitely going to search some more here. I believe there's 7 or 8 treasures left. I think 7 actually. So 4 searches, nothing to alert. Got a 4. Actually, so 6. Okay, amulet. Right, because 1 was the enchanted meadow. Golden armband. Found the enchanted meadow again. And nothing. So what did we find here? Golden armband is armor. It is light. Medium armor versus swing. Amulet cancels 1 spell or curse. That's actually nice and maybe makes the enchanted meadow a bit more tempting, but it would still remove our enchanted black magic, so I think it's still too dangerous. And it gives us 3 fame if we and makes lancers more friendly. We were neutral with. We'd have to find them though. So I think we'll ignore that, just sell it for gold. Maybe 1 more day here. And then we'll move through ledges into the guard and look for, actually maybe we want to kill the bats while we're here. We hope they show up tomorrow, but if they don't, we might have to go to them. So 1 more day of searching. And then we need to move on. There's 4 things left. 1 might be the enchanted meadow. 2 6s. Found gripping dust. And we found the enchanted meadow again. Yeah, so I guess that was the 4th thing is enchanted meadow. Monster die roll 1. Again, doesn't bring anything. All right, so now we move down and see if we can't kill ourselves some bats. So day 17, it's going to be move, maybe search, move. Don't really need to be hidden. Doesn't take any time at all to activate our spell. So we'll do 2 searches, just see if we can't find something else, and then move to the bats. Nothing, and then moving over to the bats. All right, it's a little bit of revenge here for every light character who can't run from bats. They swoop down towards us. Easy meat, they think. And then we energize our absorb essence and turn into a tremendous flying dragon. And then start eating them. Combat may end here. We have a 2 in 3 chance of hitting a bat each turn, but there's some chance that we miss 2 times in a row. So we missed once already. Oh, you know, I think we hit with our medium head and I didn't flip it. Okay, that's my mistake. Because I think the bat was actually in the top position. We did actually flips here, so let's actually change this. All right, this is fine. So we actually we are flipped, so combat shouldn't end until we actually kill this thing, but my mistake was using that medium side of our head, which didn't kill the bat. We'll get this first one for sure, because combat's not going to end until we pick it off. All right, we got it. All right, but now we have to pick the next target and make sure that we use the tremendous head to actually kill them when we hit them. Oh, actually, you know, it's our body that hit. Okay. So even when we use the tremendous head, our body is medium and we'll pick them up, but we won't kill them if we hit with our body. Okay, so that makes more sense. This might take a little bit of time. Fortunately, we got that bat with our head. Probably a gout of dragon fire. And we're down to 4 bats. So again, just positioning in 2 out of 3 directions here. And looks like we missed that time. So hopefully we hit this time or else combat will end. Oh, missed. So combat ends, unfortunately. Very unfortunate, actually. We really wanted to multiply the fame and notoriety we get from those bats. Ramos Beak's complaining here, so I'm going to have to save and restart. Just let it finish its spinning. Hopefully. Let's do a quick save and a quick restart. For some reason I can't rename this, so I'm just going to save it over the elf. We're going to restart. Oh, it seems like midway through the game, Ramos Beak starts to get very slow. But restart does fix it. Let's reload our game, the elf here, who's actually the magician. And we're back. All right. So now we need to move out from underneath the bats here. And we need to rest and re-enchant our type 5 magic. All right, we need 2 rests, so we can make change. I guess we need to make change. or else we won't have enough phases here. So move, rest, spell, spell. That's day 18. I guess we can just get rid of this type 2 we don't need. And re-enchant our black magic. All right, so there's 4 bats left. We could go after them. We could also go through Deep Woods here and towards the guard. Deep Woods might have a collection of things we could potentially eat as a dragon. Are we perfectly safe? I think we are. So we can either run from things or transform into a dragon. I suppose a demon would be bad. Potentially bad. We're just going to move 4 times. So 2 could be demons. Patter and Stink M. So Patter's the first sound shit we've seen. Not a very good one. I think it's just spiders. Nothing shows up. Just move on to ledges. I guess we could go to the guard first. No, let's go to ledges first, and then we can come back this way. So day 20, moving into ledges. Definitely running out of time here. We need to find some things to kill. Maybe we should have spent another day trying to kill those bats, but I feel like we should be able to find some other stuff here. 4 could be trolls. But nothing shows up. We did find the last castle, though. Layers here. This is actually one of the dangerous... I believe this is one of the dangerous counters for us if we are unhidden. The tremendous non-flying dragon, I think, beats us on length. Round 1. Should probably check that. Yeah, so here. Yeah, so our head has a length of 7, and the tremendous dragon, non-flying dragon, has a length of 9. So if they line up with their T4 head, if they change tactics and line up round 1, then we're dead. Unless we also line up with our T3. Actually, no, even then, we're still dead. His length goes first. So, but from hiding, it's not a problem. You can take him out from hiding. And the layer is also a very good treasure location. In the interest of time, let's see what else has come here. Howl would be bats, I guess. Denkham is spiders. Patter is spiders. Yeah, bunch more bats. There's nothing really dangerous here besides the dragon. But if we're hidden, then it's a good source of fame and notoriety. I think we actually go here, try and pick up some more treasures, and then head back to the guard to sell later. So that means move, move, move. And let's do a hide just in case the dragon does show up. But I suppose we could run. If the dragon shows up and we're not hidden, we could run. And then just hide, move back in. We just assume the dragon, because we could waste a phase each of our remaining days here. Oh, there's purple magic all over the board too. We could waste a phase in each phase of the day. hiding, when we could just be searching. And then if the dragon comes, we could run from it. That's what we do. Let's just not worry about hiding. If the dragon comes, we run. And then we go back, we hide, go back in, kill it from hiding. Okay, day 21 in the books. Move over to the lair and let's see if we can find it. It's monster die roll of 3, so it's not going to be a dragon. We found the lair in the first try, so very well. And nothing shows up. On to day 22. Let's loot that lair. 4 searches. Oh, you know, we can still run from the dragon even with our speed 4 move. Okay. Dragon's very slow. Monster die roll is 6, so I think we're gonna get some bats here. Actually, the bats are either all dead or they're over here. So actually, no bats. 7 treasures. We found a shielded lantern. Flowers of rest. We're gonna fall asleep here. I think we might as well take them, so we can drop them somewhere else where they're gonna be less annoying. Because we don't want them right here. Although I suppose it doesn't matter at this point. These are gonna be canceled. So the way the flowers of rest work is if you have any fatigued chits, the instant you find it, you fall asleep. So these 2 phases are canceled. It is going to rest up that chit. I'm not sure exactly how it works in terms of activating absorb essence. I guess when you activate absorb essence, then you shouldn't have chits, so you shouldn't fall asleep until the next day. We still might want to drop the flowers of rest over here, so they're no longer an issue. Yeah, so no bats show up, even though they're active, because they're either dead or they're over here. So that's going to waste a little bit of time here. Move, abandon the flowers of rest, move back, and loot a couple more times. So here we are. We're going to abandon flowers of rest. They're only worth 2 gold, and they can mess you up. So I just remember that they're here. If we're trying to move through here and if we've used our black magic or something, we will fall asleep. So I got to remember that. 2 more loots. There's 5 treasures left. Potion of energy. And golden icon. Okay, well, this is interesting. We definitely want to take it. It's worth 1,000,000 gold, 100 gold, literally 100 gold. And but we're not gonna be able to carry it, except we can fly, right? We can turn into a flying dragon and fly over here. So I think it's worth it for just the sheer amount of gold that it's worth. So we have to save a couple days here, I think. We can actually fly to Deep Woods, for instance, and then from there we could walk as a dragon. We're not required to fly. The problem of flying into Dark Valley is you're 50-50 going to end up on this path, and 50-50 going to end up on this path, in which case you need to transform yourself and fly again to try and get here. You could fly to the Deep Woods, for instance, and then, in fact, maybe we do that if we, next time we transform, say we transform and kill the dragon here from hiding, then maybe we run as a flying dragon to Deep Woods. And then we land here, and then we can re-rest up our black magic, rest up and enchant our black magic, and then we can just walk as a tremendous dragon over to the guard. And the next day we can sell them everything. There will be... I guess we want to be hidden. We don't want to fight the guard as the Tornus Dragon. We can also just bribe them. Buy them drinks for 3 gold. That'd probably be the safest thing to do. Monster Die Roll of 3 shouldn't bring anything here. And do we... Let's see, 24... Well, actually, we do want things to show up so we can kill them, so... But now I think we do want to hide. Because we want to be hidden if the dragon shows up so we don't have to run away. Or is that true? Or do we still just want to... So we can run here or here. Doesn't really matter. We could also sell to the soldiers for that matter. So we could just turn into a dragon, head over to the soldiers, and sell to them. I think we're unfriendly with them. We could hide, move into the soldiers as a dragon. And then next day we could sell to them and move out. We miss out on 10 fame or something. 20 fame, actually. So it's that's significant, particularly because we just haven't had much luck with the monster killing yet. And we're running out of time, so could make a pretty big difference. Too bad it isn't one space closer, because... Well, we could move to here. Well, I don't know. It's not the best space here. Really would like to kill those bats. We're getting back there. So we can start moving this way with the idea that we could transform into a dragon and move. Three left. I guess we can't guarantee, can't guarantee that the dragon's going to show up. I think we should try and kill the soldiers. Round 2. I think we're risking... Are we risking? The crossbowmen on a roll of 1 and 1 or 1 and 2 we're risking, because we can wait until round 2. Then we can attack the soldier HQ with our T3 head and safely take them out. We risk a crossbow bolt. So 1 and a 1 or 1 and a 2, then we're out of luck. Then the next day we eat the crossbowman. And again, if he flips, we're risking another 1 and a 1 or 1 and a 2. And then we're safe because the soldiers, the pikemen only do H damage. It's a way to make sure we get some notoriety here. We won't get fame, but it's probably worthwhile. We could sell to them. Sell to them, we can loot their stuff, loot back the stuff that we sold to them, and then we can try and fly to Dark Valley or fly to the Deep Woods and try and move to the guard HQ and sell everything again. It doesn't... I guess we don't sell... Well, we could decide. We need that fame. The 20 fame is gonna... Like, the notoriety will be fine, killing the soldiers. Let's see, 3... Be like 6 plus 8... plus 9, yeah. Well, plenty of notoriety. Actually, no, we need 40, right? So actually need to do that math. 6 plus 8. So plus 9. 23 plus 12. Man, why is math so hard right now? 6 plus 8 plus 12 plus no wait, 9 plus 12. Okay, 35. Yeah, that would get us to the 40 we need. All right. So I guess that's the plan. And then the fame will meet fame if we can sell that treasure to the guard. And the only tricky part will be, oh, we can try and fly here, and maybe we get lucky. Like we can kill them and then run away toward Dark Valley. Okay. The only question is, do we wait and just hope for a dragon in addition, which would give us another 8 fame and 8 notoriety? And I think... let's see here. Move, trade. Hide. I don't want to start here, so we can move, hide, trade. Oh, we can still wait for turn 2. We can always bribe them if we're not hidden. Anyway, so one day here, we kill them. We try and go here. If we fail, we have to re-energize our... so we have to rest up. Then we can transform into a dragon and fly here. And then just as a person, we can walk over here. I think we need to go right away because it's going to take some time to try and loot stuff off the soldiers here. All right, can't run away from here if we want to loot. All right, 24. So yeah, we need to move on. So that means move. Trade. Right? Yep. I think I'm not going to trade them the Royal Scepter because we just need to hang on to that for the 20 fame. All right. Here we go. All right, we can't move with our current inventory. Right. We can't trade because we're going to be a dragon. All right. This is not entirely according to plan. But we'll turn into a dragon first. We won't be able to trade this turn. Hopefully we do hide. Hang on, what? Can we not walk as a tremendous dragon? We can only fly? I guess we can only fly. Actually did not know that. I guess that makes sense. All right, well, that's a waste of a day. Mistake. Oh, we could have flown. We should have flown. I'm making all kinds of mistakes here. All right, so we need to rest up. Rest, spell. Throw a search in there. Actually, we need to hide, right? The dragon does show up. Rest, spell, hide. We do succeed at hiding. This dragon refuses to show up. All right, so with the flying being the only way to move, I think our plan is kaput here. We have day 26, 27, and 28. So like flying here, getting lucky 1 in 4 chance of actually landing on the soldiers is what we would need. I think we have to abandon the golden icon, unfortunately. Even though it's 100 gold. Our chances of the 1 in 4, and I don't think we know until we stop flying. I don't think we know what clearing we're going to be in. So maybe we could fly. No, we fly trade. It doesn't work. So day 26, we could fly here. Actually, we would want to fly directly to the guard, I think. All right, we have 2 options here. We can either abandon the golden icon, move here, kill the soldiers, day 26. And we need to rest up day 20 and re-enchant day 27. And making our way to the guard is going to be, unfortunately, again, we need to get that lucky 1 in 4, right? So we can move here. We could trade everything except for the Rail Scepter. Kill the soldiers, and then we fly to Deep Woods, I guess, because there are, let's see, this would be 1 in 4 to land on the guard, or actually be 1 in 2 to get close enough to the guard, where this would be, well, I guess it would be 1 in 2 as well, because to get close enough to move from Deep Woods, we would need to be in one of these 3. Maybe this would be better, actually. Because here we have these 2, 1, 2, 3 trade. There, 1, 2 trade. 1, 2, 3 trade. Yeah, I think the ledges is actually the place to fly to. We go here, kill the soldiers. We hang on to the thing we need to sell to the guard. We run away toward the ledges. We land somewhere here. And then, as long as we don't land here, or here. So I think we have a 2/3 chance to land in a clearing where we can get to the guard on day 28 and sell in time. If we just hadn't, if I knew about or thought about how the dragon flies, we would be in a much better situation. Have an extra day would be plenty. But as it is, we need to move here. We'll abandon the I should have abandoned it that day when I guess I made the mistake of transforming into the dragon too. So really wasted 2 days, which is terrible. But move. Trade for sure. And I guess hide, because we want to wait until round 2 to attack. See how this goes. All right, I do need to abandon this. Okay. So we sell everything except for the Royal Scepter. Except for the Royal Scepter. Because we need that fame. Right, so that we meet our gold requirement. We actually double well, close to double it. We fail to hide, which means probably have to buy drinks here. Okay, the patrol shows up too. I'm not going to buy drinks for the patrol. The patrol can't hurt me as a dragon. And we will buy drinks for the soldiers. Ugh. Okay, we're going to lose notoriety. Say yes, you're right. I am ugly. Lose that notoriety, and then we will kill the patrol first. It's actually kind of good that they showed up to give us more notoriety, as long as we can survive the crossbowmen. Kill the patrol first, and then we'll kill the soldiers. All right, this is gonna be a bit of a fight here. Player colored shit here. Turn into a dragon. Attack one of these patrols here. And just start picking them off here. Oh, we've got both. So, because they go by length, so the head goes first, kills the horse, and then my body also undercuts and kills the patrolman, because it's going by horse speed. Very efficient. All right, we'll do the patrol 2 next. Same basic setup here. And same thing. So same thing happens because, again, same speed, but the tie is broken by the length of the head. So head goes first, kills the horse with heavy vulnerability, and then body goes second, kills the patrolman with medium vulnerability. So it's actually a very good setup for a dragon here. I feel like they should be in 2 different hexes here, or positions here, but maybe it doesn't matter if it's a horse. Same thing happens 3rd time. Patrol is dead. All right, so we're up to round 4, so length no longer matters. So the speed of our head should... Actually, I think our head is as long as the greatsword anyway. So maybe the length didn't matter. So we'll pick off the soldier here, which means we're going to be potentially taking... we're going to be taking a crossbow bolt if he flips for sure. All right, so we're going to select the soldier HQ. They're all going to attack me because we're playing with watchful natives. Just make it a little bit easier. And it doesn't matter where the T head goes, but make sure it's on that T side for sure. I don't think there's a reason to maneuver. Oh, actually, maneuvers, it helps us out for sure, because the crossbowman will miss us with its if it doesn't change tactics. All right, so that's a dead SHQ, and indeed the crossbowman does not change tactics and does not hit us because we do have a move speed of 4. So now we get to pick off the crossbowman. I think if they flip, they still get a bolt off on us. Well, they certainly do because of speed and length. So we'll pick the crossbowman for our next target, being the only thing that's dangerous. And we'll maneuver again, just try and dodge that. I did flip, fortunately, rolling 2 dice, got a 6, decrease 3 levels, so the crossbow bolt misses entirely or deflects off of our armor. And we kill the crossbowman. Now we're perfectly safe. Now we get to take out these 2 pikemen. One more. There's going to be a tremendous amount of notoriety. It's all multiplied each time. All right. Details. Times 7 notoriety for that soldier. Actually, with the gold bounties too, we should be in pretty good shape with the gold. All right, now we're going to try this. We're going to run away. We're going to fly to this hex and hope. It's not anything. We have a 2 out of 3 chance of ending somewhere where we can get to the guard in time to sell that treasure. So let's see if that works out for us. Oh, interesting. Actually won't know where we are until we land. This is pretty bad, actually. Oh, but this is day 27. All right, we have to fly here. We just don't know where we're going to land until we get there. So I think we still have a 2 out of 3 chance. We could do something clever here and just to write some moves. Like if we're here, we could try to move to here and then try to move to here. And then if we're here, the second move would be valid. And then we know at least we'll be somewhere we can... so let's move. Move. Hide. Seems reasonable. So we can just assume if we are here, like if we land here or here, then we'll move to here and then we'll move to here. And then a hide. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, where do we land? We land here. So actually we're totally fine. So these 2 should be invalid. Well, that's that's actually totally my fault and a fitting end for this game. So me being super clever here and writing these moves, I actually did land somewhere where I could move here. So I landed here, and then this was a valid move to here. I moved to where the flowers of rest are, and I fell asleep. And fortunately nothing comes. But now I am 1 space too far away to sell to the guard. Unless I have some clever way to deal with this. It's going to be short fame unless something shows up here. So we could go for the 1 in 6 that a dragon shows up, for instance. If we're going to do that, we need to at least all our chits got rested. So we have to move here. We have to do spell to get our black magic back. I guess we do a search. And then we just hope the dragon comes. I think that would not even get us enough, not even get us enough fame, because I think it's 8. Even if it was 10, it wouldn't get us up to what we need. In fact, this treasure here, bad, actively bad, so kind of need to abandon that. Well, we'll get over the threshold here to get to 10 at least. We won't get to 20, but we can get 1 out of 2, which is going to make our negative less painful. Yeah, just 1 space too far away here. I don't think there's anything else we can do here. Besides enchant that shit. I put a search instead of a hide. Okay. Well, we got a bat maybe. We didn't get any dragon anyway. Didn't find anything. We're going to abandon this. Well, it is worth a point of great treasure. Let's see here. Notoriety goes up in 20s. So 105 is actually 5 points in notoriety. And this would bring us down a point notoriety. We have 2 points in notoriety. So yes, we abandon this. The single point we would get for great treasures is not worth losing a point in notoriety. We abandon that. And I think we get a bat, or... Man, we don't even get a bat, because I think the bat comes here. Yeah, nothing shows up. And that's the end of the game. Score -1. So that strategy didn't work out well for me. And I made some mistakes here. I could have definitely won that game. It's the -12 from fame that really hurts us here. If I had gotten to the guard in time, I would have gotten 29 fame, which would have made this a 0. And at that point, we'd be up at 11 points. But as it is, we failed to get enough fame. The other thing we should have done is just maybe stuck around and killed off the remainder of those bats. You get a little bit of luck. You can kill 4 bats in a row and get 3 + 6 + 9 + 12 fame there, which would have been great. So maybe we kill the stack of bats. We make sure we sell that item to the guard, prioritize that over killing the soldiers, and then this whole situation would have been a lot better. So a little bit of bad luck, a little bit of misplay, some major misplays here with how the flying dragon works, and yeah. But that strategy worked better, I think, even though my final score was not as good as it was the last Magician game. I think this is a more reliable way to get the Magician to a place where there can be a formidable solo force. So thanks a lot for joining me again, and we're moving on to the next character next time. And hope to see you then.